The purchase of a new home is a feeling unlike any other, and it's important to protect this life-changing investment. Justin Coling, a real estate agent at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties, is here with 5 essential tips to make your first home ownership experience a success. Welcome, Justin.
Hey, thanks.
Super fun time for people, kind of stressful, but once you're in that home, there's a lot of settling in to do, but there's even more. So you've got some tips for like the most important things that you can do once you move into that home. So what's number 1?
Well, so when you're moving into a new place, it's always nice. Well, what I like to do is meet my neighbors. You know, they're going to probably know the history of the neighborhood, tell you some attractions around there. It's good to know them too, because let's say you're leaving for an extended weekend or something like that, and you need someone to water your grass or water your plants. I know I've been, with the hot heat, I've been watering my neighbor's tomato plants all summer. But yeah, it's good to know that.
Good.
And then it's just really cool to learn about the neighborhood, go for walks, see if there's any playgrounds around the area for your kids, or if there's a dog park. But yeah, just getting acquainted with the neighborhood and the neighbors.
Yeah, that's good to know. So what if you're not really that handy? And we always want to do like little projects, or I shouldn't say, well, let's not go to projects yet. Let's just talk about just little things that maybe kind of glitches that you find in your home. So if if you're not that handy, but there's some fixes that you need to do.
Yeah, so imagine if you moved in next door to like a electrician, HVAC, and you had a handyman across the street. That'd be perfect,
so
right?
Sweet.
Yeah, but that's the perfect situation. Right. No, having a good handyman that or maybe just people, it's kind of that thing, like it's not what you know, it's who you know, to help you out with these projects. The one thing that we have in our office is a concierge list. It's really cool because we've had people doing work for us that we had really good relationships with, and they do good work. So then we feel comfortable passing those names on, so then they can have those names and feel comfortable when they make a call to an HVAC or an electrician.
Great.
Yeah, it's a really big resource, and it's just when something happens, you're panicking and you don't know who to call. Well, you want to make sure that who you call is going to be a good, company or person.
Right. Somebody that you trust, and obviously you guys would know best. Okay, let's talk about those projects, because I don't know, I like projects and I find projects to do, but do most homeowners move in and see, they want to tackle those projects right away? Yeah,
so you're at the closing table and you're so excited to get into the house, you get in there and it's just like, let's do all these projects. Well, I tell people, take a step back, maybe do some cosmetic stuff, maybe don't do those super expensive fixes that are needed. Live in the house for a little bit, understand the house, see how the house is working, everything like that, in case there's a major fix that needs to be taken care of, versus doing a $10,000 flooring job and carpet job. Well, let's just see how it's going. You're gonna be there for a while. I get it, you're excited, and that's good, but just kind of pump the brakes and just live in it and understand the house.
I love it. Pump the brakes. That's good. Just hold off on it for a little while. That's a good one. Okay, so of course, also, we like to, buy new things for our homes and whatnot, but saving money is probably important because you just made this huge purchase.
Yes.
So what are some tips maybe that we can, help to save some money?
Yeah, so let's say you put a lot of money down for your down payment to keep your monthly payment low. That's great, but maybe you don't have that much money in a savings account.
Okay.
Find a comfortable dollar amount that you can save per month, and just put it as a emergency fund in case something major happens. You're prepared for that, and it's not just a big deal in your pocketbook. So you just have that. But a nice thing is just understanding your budget and just putting a little bit off to the side. And it's not only for big purchases. Let's say taxes rise. Let's say you have some special assessments assessed to your house. Well, you want to be able to get that money into the escrow account and stuff like that.
Okay, that's a very good tip. Very good tip. I think we all need to make sure we are setting something aside. So, all right, so have you had any lessons like the hard way?
Not me per se, but I've had clients and customers say, they started their dishwasher and they left to go shopping, and they came back and the hose popped off the back of it. Well, water's spewing all over the kitchen, into the basement. Your ceilings downstairs are shot, your base. It's a big fix. The one thing I tell people, do not leave your house with your dishwasher, your washer or dryer going, because being away just for a couple minutes could be a major expense if something goes wrong, especially with like a dryer. Maybe there's a fire that starts. Like, being around is very important. I get it, we're always so busy to get everything
Yes.
done and get
Yes,
our
I
shopping
know.
done,
I
but
know.
it's maybe half an hour you have to wait. So try to make that time.
Okay, those are all great tips. As always, you guys just come up with the best stuff and love having you on.
Yeah.
So thank you very much,
Yes.
Justin. How can people get in touch with you?
You can reach out to me at 701-200-1431 or go to coingproperties.com.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Have a great Thursday. Coming up on today's show, a man is running 266 miles to show his support for a friend and make sure her legacy lives on. That's next.